it just hangs out there and they're paying their bills out of their checking account. We're gonna switch that. In this example, the $5,000 goes immediately onto the line of credit. Lines of credit are, obviously credit cards. They could be lines of credit, at the bank, HELOCs, all that kind of stuff. But we're just gonna basically put it onto the credit card. And what that does is it takes care of, so we had a $600 a month payment, it takes care of the $600 a month payment because you paid $5,000 and your minimum balance was only 600 bucks. So it took care of it. So it's already taken care of. And we're gonna switch, instead of putting money into the savings account, we're gonna switch it because the savings account don't pay very much interest, and your biggest expenses, what most people don't realize is the biggest expenses are in interest. So if you're collecting 1, 2, 3, even 4, 5% over here in interest in a savings account or a retirement account, but you're paying massive amounts of interest, you're not even keeping up. You're paying more interest than what's coming in off of your investments. So we're gonna switch that. So we're gonna try to save the interest first, okay? So in this case, you have $600 that you basically freed up because your credit card payment was already taken care of, so you can factor that out of the budget. And then the $1,400 you collected because you switched where it's going, and now your cash flow is $2,000 per month. Well, Stephen, what the heck does that even mean? Where is this $2,000 going? What's this even look like? Okay, great. So in this case, the $5,000 comes into the credit card and pays it down. So now you're at $7,000. But you still have, every single month, $3,000 worth of expenses, your mortgage, your car, and your lifestyle. So the credit card will be used to pay all of your expenses, just like you would have done with a checking account, but now you're doing it off of the credit card. It's just simply shifting where it's going. And every single month, month after month, it's gonna happen. So the $2,000 in cash flow is paying down this credit card slowly but surely. Well, Stephen, I was always told to save. I was always told to put money away for a rainy day. Okay, fantastic. I'm glad that you said that. The line of credit is something that can be used for assets and emergencies. And in this case, if there was an emergency, there's room on the line of credit to pay whatever emergency you had. So in that case, you could tap into the line of credit to fix whatever problem you had. And again, you can use that as a form of leverage. So you paid it all the way down, month after month, and you paid off a $12,000 credit card in right around 6 months. Okay? So that's one of the biggest expenses that you had, right? So now, what do they do when you start paying these guys off? They call you up and they say, hey, we're gonna give you more money. Like, we wanna see you jack this sucker up even more. So they increase your credit line. Where in the world do you see a bank, if I put all this money into a bank, where in the world is a bank gonna call you up and say, hey, look guys, we're actually gonna give you $10,000 into your bank account because you're saving like a champ.
Right.
It just doesn't happen. But in the real world, credit card companies love giving people increases of credit because you have proven that you can manage and you can maintain, your discipline in paying these guys off.